Well, hello there. Thanks for coming on this Zoom call road trip with me. Um, for now, what I'd like to do is give you some ideas about how you might go on a road trip with another person. And an important thing about a road trip is that you have a large amount of time. There's no pressure. And it's also good to just, be able to look at the road and allow yourself to be mesmerized, to relax, and not feel like you're on being watched all the time. And the idea behind a Zoom call road trip is that rather than look at the camera all the time, so you make the other person feel like they're on camera, that instead you look to the side. If you want, you could download the background that I use here. This is the left-hand view outside a window. So in this case, I would be the driver. But if you wanted to speak as if you were the passenger, you would download the right-hand side. So I've created this for the Sparkleverse, one of the Burning Man official universes for the 2021 Burning Man event. And so in this case, you might imagine that you are a hitchhiker or you've picked up a hitchhiker, and one of you is going to Burning Man, or perhaps the both of you are. And you might talk about what that means to you, right? One of the things I had discovered in my youth, I did a lot of hitchhiking. Between age 18 and 27 or so, I hitchhiked maybe 30,000 miles, over probably 1,000 hours. And I met a lot of people. And on long cross-country treks, I could often be picked up by somebody and spend half a day with them, maybe even longer. And it was great because you got to hear people's life story. And one of the things that I did when I was young is, since I didn't have many stories of my own, and when you get picked up, sort of the unwritten contract is that you'd be more interesting than the radio. What I would do is I would listen to other people's stories, and then when they were done telling their story, I would say, like, what does that mean to you? Or what is the lesson in that story, right? Because I needed to understand the meaning behind the story or the lesson, so that when I retold this story to subsequent rides, to be more interesting than the radio, and the story would carry import. And the thing that I discovered was that many people, although they're willing to share their life story, haven't really thought about the meaning. They haven't thought about the theme to their life or their purpose until you ask them. And then when you do, and they're sort of like forced to think about it, more often than not, they come up with like amazing insights into their life. So that's one of the things you might do. So if you wanted to tell a story, as I am now, and record it, I'd love for you to do that. And after you've recorded it, send me an email. I am Brooke, B-R-O-O-K-E, at brookeallen.com. And send me an email and tell me how I can download your video. Or if you're part of the Sparkleverse, I'll have an art venue that you can go to, where you can watch a video out the front of a car. And I think up to 6 people can join you in that venue. And as you can just pretend that you're driving, adjust the view so that you only see the road. block out the view of the other people. Just allow them to speak and hear their voice, but don't, make it so that they're not on camera. They don't have to worry about you looking at them when they speak. So that's sort of my advice. And give people time. You have all the time in the world, in the world when you're on the road. Okay? So do that. Share your story, record it, send it to me, and I'll add it to our camp in the Sparkleverse. Bye-bye.